unsolved true mysteries that still haunt history. Story number 1. The Hinterkaifeck Murders, 1922. In the remote German village of Hinterkaifeck, 6 members of the Gruber family were brutally murdered. In the days leading up to the murders, Andreas Gruber, the father, told neighbors about finding footprints in the snow, leading from the forest to the house, but none leading back. He also mentioned hearing footsteps in the attic and found a strange newspaper that no one in the family had purchased. Then, on the fateful night, someone lured each member of the family into the barn one by one and killed them with a pickaxe. The murderer then went into the house and killed the 2-year-old son and the maid. The strangest part? The killer seemingly lived on the farm for several days after the murder. The animals were fed, food was eaten from the kitchen, and neighbors reported seeing smoke from the chimney. The crimes remain unsolved. Story number 2. The Dyatlov Pass Incident, 1959. A group of 9 experienced hikers ventured into the Ural Mountains in Russia, but they never returned. When a search party was dispatched, they found the group's tent slashed open from the inside, and the bodies of the hikers scattered around the campsite in various stages of undress, as though they had rushed out in a panic. Some of the bodies had inexplicable injuries, including crushed chests and missing tongues. The official cause of death was listed as an unknown compelling force. Theories about what happened range from avalanches to military testing, to more outlandish ideas like UFOs or the mythical Yeti. To this day, the events remain a mystery. Story number 3. The Tamam Shud Case, 1948. On an Australian beach in 1948, a man's body was found with no identification. In a hidden pocket sewn within the dead man's pants was a tiny scrap of paper with the words Tamam Shud, meaning ended or finished in Persian. This led investigators to a secret compartment in a car nearby, where they found a strange code that has never been deciphered. The man had no dental records that matched any known living person, and the tags were removed from his clothes. Despite considerable media coverage and numerous investigations, the man's identity and details of his death remain unknown. Theories range from espionage to poisoning, but the truth is still elusive. Story number 4. The Mary Celeste, 1872. The Mary Celeste is one of the most enduring maritime mysteries. In December 1872, this American merchant brigantine was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, completely intact and undamaged, but without any of its crew. The ship had left New York City for Genoa, Italy, a month earlier with Captain Benjamin Briggs, his family, and a crew of 7. When it was discovered, the ship's only lifeboat was missing, but everything else, including the crew's belongings, the ship's cargo, and even 6 months' worth of food and water, were untouched. The ship's logbook was missing its most recent days, but there was no sign of any violence or foul play. Numerous theories have been proposed, ranging from alcohol fumes to underwater earthquakes to crew mutiny, but the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains one of the sea's most haunting mysteries. Story number 5. The Disappearance of the Sodder Children, 1945. On Christmas Eve, 1945, the Sodder family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia, was consumed by a fire. George and Jenny Sodder and 9 of their 10 children were at home. The eldest son was away in the army. After the flames were doused and the ashes cooled, the bodies of George, Jenny, and 4 of the children were found. However, the remains of the other 5 children were nowhere to be seen. The family believed the children had been kidnapped, and the fire was a cover. Over the years, the Sodders saw various clues and received reports that their children were still alive, possibly abducted by the mafia, or for other reasons. But none of these claims were ever verified. Despite hiring private investigators and erecting a billboard offering a reward for information, the mystery of the missing Sodder children has never been solved.